dynamic entry. So we were looking at this really cool thing called Anime Weeb Stats, which goes over a little questionnaire asking you about your personal preferences when it comes to good old anime. By the way, we found this on TikTok, where you can find us too, at The Dynamic Entry. Now there, as well as a few other platforms. So today, we're going to go ahead and do our individual Weeb Stats and fill this thing out for you guys so you can see kind of where we come from, you know?
Alright, my anime Weeb Stats. Here we go. First anime I have ever watched, probably Pokemon. That's the earliest thing I can remember. Side note, do you guys remember this show? It used to come on like Cartoon Network area, because that's where Pokemon came on. It was about this little kid. He was an angel, a fallen angel, and he had like a little halo. And I think it was, what's his name? The dude who played the, what you talking about, Willis? What's his name?
Gary Coleman?
I think it was Gary Coleman. It was a show about an angel, and he was a fallen angel, and he was a kid. That's all I remember. I associate that with Pokemon because they would come on like kind of around the same time.
What the hell are you talking
I don't know what the show was called, but that's what came to my head when I thought about Pokemon, and I remember distinctly watching Pokemon on this little fucking TV.
Nephilim Gary Coleman.
And then the show with Gary Coleman. It's probably not even Gary Coleman. I just probably associated it with Gary Coleman. Anyway, Pokemon's the first anime I've watched, not that angel show. Number of shows that I've watched, probably, if I had to guess, like 50 to 60 range. Might be more, it might be less. I haven't done an official list, but I do know there's a website where you can put exactly what shows you've watched on there, and I have never gotten around to that, so I don't know. I'm just gonna assume 50 or 60 because it sounds cool. Sub or dub? Mainly sub, unless I'm tired, then I'll watch the dub because I don't feel like reading, okay? And sometimes dubs get better recommendations than subs, so I'll watch the dubs. There are a lot of those. Favorite manga? I don't read manga. I'm an anime only watcher. I don't like to read things. Watching next, I have that on my list actually. That's a list I've actually made. My watch list. There's not very many of them. Akudama Drive and Appare Ranman. Those two are the ones that I want to see. They were up for like best anime last year, so I'm gonna probably watch those. Heard good things. We'll see. Favorite genre? Probably Battle Shonen, because that's just the go-to answer for me. I do watch other shit, but mainly when it's like, hey, what do you want to watch? I'm probably gonna be like, hey, put this Battle Shonen on because it's fun and I want to see people fucking fight. What have I started recently? Shaman King. Speaking of Battle Shonen, the new Shaman King / old Shaman King, the one that's on Netflix that just got released recently. That's what I started recently. So Shaman King. Anime that I dislike that everyone else seems to like. Black Clover. Fuck that show. Not a big fan of it. Why? Typical answer that everybody says, he screams too much. I can't get past it. I know he stopped screaming, but for me, I just didn't want to get into it after that point, okay? Put me off. It's like when you go on a date and then she does some weird stuff and you're like, yeah, I don't really like that. That's what happened with Black Clover. Underrated anime. For some reason, somehow I feel still like Mob Psycho 100 is underrated. I know it's popular, and if you ask anybody who's seen it, they really highly recommend it, but I still feel like not enough people have seen it or talk about it, so I feel like it's underrated. It went under the radar somehow. Favorite anime of all time, Death Note. I know it ends terribly. I know they made a live action movie that sucked. I know it's a meme, but it's one of the ones that I watched at the time when it was first coming on that made me fall in love with the genre of anime and showed me that it can be more than just battle shonen, it could be mind battle shonen, okay? So that's my, those are my weeb stats, okay? So compare them, get my rookie card, it's coming out soon. And then there you go.
Professional Henchman here with my Weeb anime stats. Here we go from the top, one take. First anime, Sailor Moon. Usagi's the homegirl. What can I say? Number of anime watched, about 100. Let's say somewhere in the 110 to 115 range is about where I'm at. Sub or dub? The worst question. It's sub. It's sub. Unless the dub is really good. Favorite manga? Really enjoying Kaiju number 8. I also really like MHA Vigilantes. Class act shit right there. Watching next, that's gonna be Shaman King on Netflix. Super excited for that. Favorite genre? Noir. Mystery. Somewhere in there. Anime I started, Tsukimichi. 6 episodes in. I believe it is about to be at 7. Very funny. Good shit. Anime I dislike that other people like. Ooh. Death Note, One Piece, Fire Force, Sword Art Online. Underrated anime. Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt. Favorite anime. Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt.
Hey, okay, so that's gonna be our Weeb stats. Again, thank you to TikTok, I guess. I still don't like it. We're still on there, but I don't like the fact that we're on there. But we are on there. You can follow us. I'll put it down below where you can follow us. Yeah, so those are our Weeb stats. Hopefully you guys like those, I guess. Even though they're just facts, they're not like opinions really. And let us know down below what your Weeb stats are. And you can watch any of other videos right here and here. We did some fun ones. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Dynamic Entry. We also are a full podcast. That's right. We have a whole like hour to hour and a half segment each week where we talk about anime and gaming, stuff like that. So if you want to listen to us, we are on all streaming platforms. So go listen. And with that being said, I think that's going to be it for us. So I'm going to go start a Appari Ramen probably.